Share. Sorry, Stuart Townsend. Matt Fowler. Rumors are suggesting that Amazon's buzzed about Lord of the Rings series, which is reportedly locked in for 5 seasons, with the first 2 seasons alone potentially costing as much as $500 million, will focus on a younger version of Aragorn, the part famously played by Viggo Mortensen in the Peter Jackson trilogy. Funnily enough, the film role was originally filled by actor Stuart Townsend, and he was let go from production after training for 2 months because Jackson thought Townsend was too young. Now it seems that at 20-something Aragorn is the direction Amazon wants to go with its show, and Townsend is, once again, the wrong age. With Aragorn's life covering a large breadth of stories in the Tolkien universe, from his humble beginnings, when his legacy had been hidden from him while his mother fought to protect her son, right up to the events in the Lord of the Rings movies, it makes sense that Amazon might want to hedge its bets by spotlighting such a well-known character. Here are some humble casting ideas for a younger version of Aragorn, heir of Isildur, who would make for a pitch-perfect future king of Gondor. You can click through the slideshow or continue on to the list below. It's important to note that we do realize that Aragorn is described as a pale figure in Tolkien's novels. However, this is a dream casting list, after all, and we have no idea which direction Amazon will take when it comes to deciding who will play the titular hero. So we picked a group of actors that, regardless of race, would make a worthy addition to the Lord of the Rings franchise. Alexander Ludwig. We've watched Alexander Ludwig's Bjorn Ironside grow up before our eyes on history's Vikings, from Ragnar's eager to prove himself the firstborn son to a mighty world-traveling warrior. Whatever side of Aragorn the Amazon series decides to tell, Ludwig is more than capable of pulling it off in savage style. As Bjorn, Ludwig has a quiet, commanding presence capable of carrying tales of awesome adventure and delicate drama, whether he's wrangling his Viking brothers or off in the frozen wilderness on his own, killing giant bears and berserkers. Aaron Taylor-Johnson. There are few young British actors as versatile as Kick-Ass, Age of Ultron's Aaron Taylor-Johnson. From playing a young John Lennon in Nowhere Boy to battling Godzilla, this star has been performing Shakespeare since he was 6. Taylor-Johnson is both a leading man and a character actor, capable of infusing the heroes he plays with humanity and depth while giving audiences a taste of the unexpected. He's taken a stab at most every type of role, so joining the Tolkienverse sounds like an opportunity he'd leap at. Nicholas Hoult. Another multi-talented Brit, who's been acting since he was wee, is Fury Road, X-Men vs. Nicholas Hoult. He's played a zombie, a ravaging war boy, a beast, a boy in About a Boy, and we have no doubt he could deliver a superb Aragorn. Holt's career path has been voraciously varied, and as an actor, he's been able to bring a piercing sense of vulnerability to all of his characters, including his upcoming role as J.R.R. Tolkien himself in the biopic Tolkien. Aka Darville. Fans will know Aussie actor Aka Darville from his recent stint as Jessica Jones' neighbor, occasional sidekick Malcolm, but maybe destiny for this former Red Ranger, from Power Rangers RPM, and star of Spartacus and Vampire Diaries, means assuming the role of 16th Chieftain of the Rangers of the North. Darville has the range needed to play Aragorn, shifting from period sand and sandal dramas to supernatural tales of vampires and witches, and on Marvel's Jessica Jones we saw him hit rock bottom as a brainwashed junkie. Dylan O'Brien. While we still don't know if the American Assassin franchise is moving forward, star Dylan O'Brien's intense brooding turn in that film shows that this former Maze Runner and Teen Wolf player has the dramatic action chops to give us an angsty exiled Aragorn, far from his fate of one day becoming king. As the hero of American Assassin, Mitch Rapp, O'Brien gave us a quiet, violent storm of a young man who was both defeated and driven, depressed, and determined, single-minded but with depth. Caesar Domboy. This French up-and-comer, who plays grown-up Fergus on Starz, Outlander, has been starring in his home country's TV and movie scene since he was an early teen. His recent Outlander role shows us he can play longing, loyalty, and a fierce stubbornness, easily making him a great under-the-radar candidate. As Fergus, Domboy had to step into a role that had already been established by other actors and bring a sense of shared history with him, all while telling a tale of new, loyal love. He'd be the perfect pick for a young Aragorn falling for Arwen. Dominic Sherwood with Freeform's Shadowhunters recently getting axed after 3 seasons. Dominic Sherwood, who played lead demon killer Jace Herondale, could effortlessly slide from the Mortal Instruments fantasy franchise to, well, the granddaddy of all fantasy franchises. As Jace, Sherwood played a prickly supernatural warrior burdened with centuries-old feuds and a deep well of family dysfunction, constantly discovering that his own life was not as it seemed. Sam Claflin. One of the most action-adventure-y picks on our casting list is Sam Claflin, who's seen all forms of fantasy storytelling from The Hunger Games to Pirates of the Caribbean to Snow White and the Huntsman. Viewers can see him this month in gritty survival drama Adrift, opposite Shailene Woodley. Claflin has a knack for delivering characters that seem to be one thing at first, but then unravel and unspool into something much greater and complex. Mysterious heroes with secrets and tinges of sadness. Joe Alwyn with a career just getting started thanks to his breakout titular role in Ang Lee's Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk. London-based Joe Alwyn is now a highly sought-after actor. It would be the perfect time to scoop him up for a shot at playing Strider. Taylor Swift's current beau Alwyn has 4 movies in the can for 2018 alone, including Mary Queen of Scots, opposite Saoirse Ronan and Margot Robbie, and his role as Billy Lynn showed us how much crushing weight and lethal legacy this young man can carry as an actor. Gentry White from AMC's Turn, Washington Spies to Lifetime's Unreal to MTV's The Shannara Chronicles, Gentry White has made a big splash over the past few years, proving that he can handle both historical drama and fantasy swashbuckling with grace and greatness. White can project pain and anguish or shift over to playful patter and brackish banter, making him a great choice for whatever version of Aragorn the series wishes to portray. Laurie Davidson. TNT's Will, which told the story of a young William Shakespeare, may have only lasted 1 season, but lead Laurie Davidson landed a newcomer knockout punch as the title character. His resume is short but his future could be bright, especially as the future king of Gondor. Davidson's Aragorn would most likely be the pluckiest and most playful of the bunch, but who's to say Aragorn, in his green years, I wasn't a bit looser and more free-spirited? Liam Garrigan. Okay, so we've been suggesting 20-something so far, but if you want to age up a bit, for a lesser younger Aragorn, then classically trained Liam Garrigan, most recently seen on AMC's The Terror, and as King Arthur on Once Upon a Time, would be a top-notch pick for the Amazon series. Garrigan can easily project a sense of nobility, compassion, and virtue without sacrificing edginess or ruggedness. Kedrick Selati. Okay, so maybe we're too old all around. Maybe the Amazon series wants to give us a teen Aragorn. The American's Kedrick Selati has proven himself more than capable of portraying angst, doubt, yearning, and, ultimately, betrayal. Again, Selati would work well if the series was set on giving us a teen Aragorn, a restless soul caught between his own desires and the dire drama brought about by his family. Nothing regarding Amazon's show being about a younger Aragorn has been confirmed by the company as of yet, but who would you like to see in the role? Matt Fowler is a writer for IGN and a member of the Television Critics Association, TCA. Follow him on Twitter at @TheMattFowler and Facebook at facebook.com/MattFowler.